Hi guys, welcome to Chrissy's Books. I am Chrissy. Thank you for tuning in this week with me. As usual, if you do like my book reviews, definitely subscribe below because I always keep it real. So let's jump right in for this week's book. So I read The Dilemma by B.A. Paris. I would love to first of all thank St. Martin's Publishers for sending me an advance review copy of this book. So The Dilemma came out on the 30th of June, so about a week ago or so. It's a really fun thriller book. I read quite a few heavy books recently, so I kind of wanted to read something a little bit more fun this time. It definitely hit the spot. It's my third time reading a book by B.A. Paris, so as soon as I received this book, I was like, hell yes, let me read this. So The Dilemma follows a husband and wife named Adam and Livia, and it's Livia's 40th birthday, and her husband Adam is throwing her the most epic party ever to make up for the wedding that they never had. Livia and Adam fell pregnant as teenagers, which meant that they never got the wedding of their dreams, and also this caused Livia's parents to disown her. Since then, their marriage has had its ups and downs, but along the way, they have managed to have some pretty awesome memories with their two now grown children, Josh and Marnie. Livia has recently uncovered a secret about their daughter Marnie, and if revealed, it will completely shake the foundation of their family to the core. Marnie has been studying abroad and unfortunately cannot make this really big party, which Livia is feeling super relieved about, given the recent news that she just learned about her daughter. Livia is now in a dilemma as she needs to tell Adam about this huge secret, but she wants to wait till the end of the party so that they can sort of have this last few moments together. Meanwhile, Adam has a huge surprise for Livia. He's arranged for Marnie to fly back secretly just in time for the party. And later on, Adam is faced with his own dilemma, and he too is struggling on whether or not to tell Livia this terrible secret that he has just learned. Basically, does Adam wait till the end of the party to tell Livia this huge secret? And if you had the choice, would you rather tell the secret before or after the party? And is it worth letting the person that you love enjoy the last few hours of happiness before finding out some terrible news? The only thing that's clear is that Marnie's arrival could literally shatter their whole world. So that's it. That's the premise of the book. Stay tuned. I'm just going to take a quick water break, you guys. And when I come back, I'll give you my review, my rating, and my song pick for The Dilemma. So let's jump right into my review for The Dilemma by B.A. Paris. So seeing as this was my third book by B.A. Paris that I have read, I was expecting it to be more of a psychological thriller, but this one was actually not as suspenseful and edge of your seat kind of suspense read. That being said, I did enjoy reading this novel. This story was told from two perspectives or two points of views. The husband, Adam, and his wife, Livia. So because we only had these two people telling us their version of the story, it made it super easy to follow the plot, and you never got lost at all. You could just pick up the book and you just know where you are. So that made it for a very, very easy reading. Everything was basically leading towards this huge party in the book. So from the beginning of the book till the end, you're sort of counting down the time till the party. And I liked how the different chapters were structured. So in each chapter, you'd have like an hour of like where all this stuff was happening. So it'd be like 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., and so on and so forth. It did kind of feel exciting to read the book in that way, which made it feel quite gripping and fun. Livia and Adam are a really sweet couple. They're very much in love with each other, and I did like their relationship, and also really like their close circle of friends and their family. So you definitely got pulled into their little world, which is quite nice. And also quite like their son Josh. He was like a really cool character. The only thing I would say that I felt was quite strange about this book was that the book basically centered around Marnie, the daughter, but you don't really know a lot about her. So I felt quite detached to her character because we didn't know enough about her. So we didn't know who she was as a person. I mean, you know, like basic facts, but you don't really know her. So yeah, I felt quite detached from her. I also at times felt quite frustrated reading this book because very early on you do find out what the big secrets are that Livia and Adam both have. So basically the entire book, it's just them having these weird scenarios where they're trying to figure out what the other person is hiding from the other person. And it was just really frustrating because all they need to do is just communicate and talk to each other, and then everything will be like sorted out. I was literally like, oh my god, like, you know, going crazy because you just want them to talk to each other basically. I definitely think that BA Paris should just stick to psychological thrillers because the books that she's written are really good. The past few books that I've read by her. She's written Behind Closed Doors and also The Breakdown, which I really loved. I gave those books an 8 out of 10. So feel free to check my reviews for those below. Yeah, I think I found her past books a little bit more engaging and more fun to read than this one. Yeah, she's just great at the psychological thriller, so she should just stick to that. So that being said, it's not that the book was terrible. I did actually enjoy reading it. It was literally what I needed to read, and it was a fun book to read. My rating for The Dilemma is I gave this book a rating of 7 out of 10, which basically means that this book was pretty good. It was an enjoyable read. It has good content but lacked substance or heart. I don't love it. I genuinely liked it as well. So that's what my rating means for 7 out of 10. And then my 4 words to describe this book would be addictive, because it is an addictive read. You're sort of like turning the page very, very frequently. It's unputdownable. It is entertaining. So I did like that the party was quite glamorous and it's centered towards this party. So you're sort of like there, like mingling around, and it was fun. It was just like, it's like watching a movie or something. And also frustrating because I was just going absolutely crazy, like just throughout this entire book, because all these people need to do is just talk to each other, and it just like dragged on and on and on. So yeah, those are my 4 words. The Dilemma is a book that you could easily read in one sitting. It took me 3 days to read it, and I was reading it quite slow, like I wasn't reading it all the time or anything, but you could pick this book up and read it in a day if that's the kind of thing that you normally do. It's very addictive, it's unputdownable, and it's a page turner. It's a good book to read for the summer. It's just exciting and it's fun. I want to say something really interesting that I noticed about this book that I found very, very hilarious. The Dilemma is based in England, so all the characters are English. I assume so because, you know, that's what the book is about. Because the characters are English, so there was this one little line that I read, and I'm just going to read it out to you. From page 202, and it says, "A few people laugh and I feel a weird sense of disorientation. I can't believe that I'm sitting here listening to people talk about soccer." So I found that this really, really hilarious because everyone outside the US calls football. It's not called soccer. So I think this is definitely like a US publishing thing, but English people don't say soccer at all. That's just not a thing. So it did make me laugh a little bit. And if anyone has read this book in the UK and has seen that in the UK version, comment below, because I just want to know that I hope it's not being published like this in the UK, because that's just funny. Let me get on to my song pick for The Dilemma. So for this book, I wanted to choose a song that sort of had to do with a party, and I wanted to pick a song that showed the relationship between Adam and Livia. This song is actually their wedding song in the book. They mention it quite a few times in the book, so it's a pretty easy song pick, and everybody knows this song as well. So my song pick for The Dilemma is Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. Check out the music videos, it's vintage, it's cute, and everybody knows this song. Definitely feel free to check out my written review, I will post that below. Thank you so much, you guys. Hope you enjoyed my review, and have a great week.